I'll get this recorded, but no worries, you will not be on the screen just for those that were not able to make it today. Get some music going. There we go. And then we will go ahead and get started with our warm-up. As always, we're starting to get our heart rate slowly building, our nice little butt kick, bringing our heels to our bottom. Whew, what a long weekend. And then, of course, if you need to, nice and slow, just getting in those hamstring pump steps for that low impact movement. And get ready for our squat to toe touch, where we spread our feet outside of our hips, keeping our legs nice and straight. We're going to bend it over and stretch out those hamstrings inside. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Spread those feet out nice and wide, bending it over, keeping those legs nice and straight. We touch the floor if we can. Nice pull in the back of our legs, and then let's go ahead. Bend it down, bringing that bottom as close to the floor as you can. If you'd like, you can pick those hands up, push those knees out, opening up our hips. One last time, hands come down, we extend our leg, raising our bottom back to the sky. And then let's go ahead, bring it back down, nice deep squat. Once again, your choice. If you want to pick those hands up, use those elbows, open up those knees. We're gonna come to the edge of our mat for an inchworm in 3, 2, and 1. Stand it on up, bring it to the edge of our mat. Hands are coming down, we are walking it out to that high plank. And then from there, pushing our shoulders and our hips into the air, upside down V, then walk it back in. And then reach with those arms all the way overhead, nice and tall. We bring it back down. We repeat this movement one more time. Inchworm, plank to downward dog, back to our feet, back to those hands all the way up. And then this time when we come down, we're gonna hold that high plank and we're gonna come into some shoulder taps. Picking your hand up, tapping that opposite shoulder. If you need to, take it down to your knees, modified. You want to place the weight of yourself on the outside of those hands to kind of around the edge from the thumb to the pinky, giving you a nice good grip. 10 more seconds, and we stay in this thing for the world's greatest stretch. We're going to take a nice big step with that right foot. Go ahead, meet that right hand, and we take that right hand up to the sky. Bring it back down, switching sides, left foot, nice big step, left hand comes up. Just slowly alternating the world's greatest stretch. And then as always, finishing it out with our jumping jack, getting that heart rate back up a little bit faster, a little bit higher. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it on up. Finish it out with our jumping jack. Or if you need to, low impact step jack. You're keeping those heels up, tapping it out with your toes, bringing those arms overhead. Nice little release for those shoulders. 20 more seconds. And then we're gonna finish up this warm-up as I explain how today's class will work. Woo! 10 more seconds. We're feeling good, we're feeling ready. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. So for today's class, our 3 circuits, core, strength, and cardio, they're all gonna have the same setup. 3 moves, 2 rounds. Our first round, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest for each. Then the second round will be, the first 2 will be 40 seconds back to back with a 20-second break. And the way that is going to work is our setup for our exercises. Our first 2 moves are unilateral, meaning left side then right side. Then that third move is bilateral, meaning both sides at the same time. So for example, for our core, which is where we are starting, we have an isolated bicycle. So we're just bringing that left knee and that right elbow together. Then for the second set, we'll switch into the other side. And then our third movement, we're gonna do sprinter crunch, getting both in together. So those are our 3 moves, really just 2 separately. For that bicycle, your choice is for that right leg. If you want to keep it on the ground, you can, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you're gonna lift and hover that right leg off. So your 2 choices, you can either keep that right leg down, or you can hover it off the floor. Either way, you're getting started again. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, going into 3, 2, 1. Left knee to that right elbow. That is what we are sticking with. We're making sure that lower back is being pressed into the ground the entire time. If it's feeling a little easy for you, go ahead and hover that right foot off the ground, but only do so if you can keep that lower back pressed into the floor. 10 seconds before our first rest in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, here we go. We're relaxing it. We're keeping our hands by our head this time. Right knee to that left elbow in 10 seconds. And again, that left leg can either stay down or it can hover. We have 3, we have 2, we have 1. Isolated bicycles, right knee, left elbow. And then that left foot can either stay on the ground, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, try hovering it off the floor. Again, just making sure that lower back staying pressed into the mat, pressed into the floor. That is what is going to engage our core. We have 10 seconds, and then our break. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. Bring those arms overhead. We're going to sit it up, bringing our back completely off the ground, tucking in one elbow and that opposite knee, alternating for our sprinter crunches in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pick it up. We're bringing that back all the way off the floor, and then as we come down, we're almost laying down vertebrae by vertebrae, making sure we come to a complete stop before we sit it on up and come into that next rep, making sure we're not using any momentum to help us up. Our core should be feeling nice and warm at this point. We have 2, we have 1. Go ahead and relax. So here it is, our final round for our core. For those bicycles, 40 seconds back to back. There is no break this time. So we're going to do it all with that left knee and that right elbow. In 3, 2, 1. Left knee, right elbow. 40 seconds. And then we go straight into 40 seconds on the other side. Right knee, left elbow, and then we get our 20-second break. You should be bringing that right shoulder blade as high off the ground as you can. Really try to reach that right elbow all the way to that left knee. You have 5 seconds. We're switching in 3, 2, 1. Immediately switch. Left elbow, right knee. We're sticking with this side. Our core should be feeling good. Be feeling warm. We're kick-starting it because that is where all of our moves originate. So we want it to be well warmed up. You want it to be firing. We have 15 seconds, and then we get a break. Nice and quick, 20 seconds, but it's still plenty of time to grab some water to towel off. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. We have 20 seconds here. And then we are bringing our arms over our head as we come into our last set of these sprinter crunches. We get a whole minute to recover after this before we move into our strength. 3, 2, 1. Sit it up. Tuck in one knee and that opposite elbow. $15 seconds, keep it moving. You get 60 seconds to recover as you move between our circuits. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Go ahead and relax, grab some water if you need to. And then we're gonna go ahead and stand it up for our strength. So our unilateral move, lower body. We're gonna come down into a squat on one leg. We're gonna hold that squat. With that other foot, we're gonna tap forward, to the side, and then back. And we're just gonna stay in this squat as we tap forward, side, and to the back. So we're keeping that squat in that isometric hold. Then we're gonna switch sides. We're gonna do it on that right leg. Left leg taps out. And then our last movement, upper body, arm raise, 2, 1, push up. And you can modify that however you need to, but first let's plant that left foot down. Toes should be separated. We're gonna bend it down into our squat. We're holding this squat, tap that right toe forward and out to the side, and then back. You have a little bit of balance going on. So if you need to hold onto a wall, you need to hold onto a chair for some support, you can, or just try to move a little bit slower and also work on that balance along with that strength. So that left knee should be staying bent as we tap forward, sides, and back. We have 5 seconds, and we get our break. In 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, let's shake it out. That left quad should be waking up now. Now we plant that right foot down. Again, toes separated, get a nice good grip on the floor. We're gonna bend that leg so we come down into that squat. And then from here, we're gonna tap it out in 2. 1, left foot, tap it forward. Tap it to the side, tap it back. And that right knee should be staying in line with the ankle. It is okay, that is over the toes. That is what we want. Slowly tapping it out. Keep that right leg bent. Keeping that right quad under tension. Nice form, Leslie, looking good. You have single digits. If you need to, you can hold an arm out or whatever if you need that extra balance. For 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bring it to the floor now, upper body. So in that high plank, or if you need to scale it down, we're gonna raise the arms up forward. Then we come down to that push up, or if you need to, scale it to the knees. We have 3, 2, 1. Arm raise, and then your push up. And again, if you need to scale it down to the knees. If you're somewhere in between, one knee down, one knee up, then do that push up. So you should always have those elbows squared at 45 degrees or less. And we should be leading with our chest, not our forehead. So tilt that chin up. I know you want to have that head hang. It's kind of heavy, but try to keep that chin up. Really lead with your chest. Get that full range of motion. We have 2. We have 1. Let's stand it on up. Woo! Round 2, our final round. That left foot, we're planting it down. We're gonna come down into that squat and we're tapping the right toe. Out. In 3. Let's bend it down. 1. Tap the right toe forward. So you're just extending that right leg however far you can reach it while keeping that left leg staying bent. So tap with the toes, not with the heel. You do a little bit extra of that reach. Keep that knee in line with the toes. Find that balance. You have 10 seconds. This is the last time we're gonna do it. We're gonna immediately switch to that right foot. In 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Keep it bent. Left foot. We tap. No break. You get the break after this. Keep those toes separated. Don't round out those toes. You want that foot nice and flat. Push through the floor with that right foot. You want that weight in the balls of your feet and in your heel. 7 more seconds. Keep that quad going strong for another 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bring it to the floor. We got 20 seconds to recover. Our arm raises to that push-up. And again, if you can't get that full range of push-up, if your back begins to arch, these are all signs to take it to your knees. We have 3, 2, 1. And again, you don't have to take it to both knees. If you're somewhere in between, take it down just one knee and do that push-up. And the weight in those hands should be in the outer part of those hands. It's gonna give your wrists a little bit of relief. And if you also have some wrist problems, you can even turn those hands out just a little bit. You have 15 seconds and then that whole minute break. Two, 1, go ahead and relax. Here it is, our cardio movement. You may have been guessing why we only have 2 rounds. That is because after this circuit, we have a 6-minute EMOM every minute on the minute. But before we get there, our cardio. So we're gonna do a curtsy lunge. So you're stepping one foot back, it's gonna pass that supporting leg. Your hips are gonna stay forward, and then you're gonna come up to a little hop. So, curtsy lunge to our hop. If you have any sort of knee problems, just do the curtsy lunge and then bring that knee up to a balance. You don't have to include that jump. Then we switch sides, curtsy to that hop. And then finally, we're gonna finish with some moving plank jacks. So elbow plank, we jack it out. High plank, we jack it out. And so on and so forth. We're gonna start with our curtsy lunge. The left foot is down, right foot, let's step it back, little curtsy. Then we get that little hop in. Oh, my foot is sticking to my mat. And again, if you have any sort of knee problem, take that jump out, come up to that balance. Or if you don't feel comfortable with that jump, come up to the balance and work on your balance. That is fine. Just making sure, again, that knee is staying in line as you come down. It doesn't have to be a super high jump. It can just be a nice little one. We're just working on a little bit of power. Let's go ahead and recover as we get ready. Shake out the legs. Let's plant that right foot down. That left foot's gonna step back, and then that left knee is gonna come up. Whew. One last breather. Exhale it, and 3, 2, 1. Left foot back. Hop it up. Again, find that balance. My right knee is still recovering from an injury, so I'm gonna do the low impact on this side. And again, that is okay, because I can still get to work on that balance. 10 more seconds, and then we're on the floor for our moving plank jack. 3, 2, and 1. Down on the ground. So in that low forearm plank, you're gonna jump the feet out. Then you press it up onto your hands. If you have wrist problems, you can just stay in that elbow plank and do those, or if you want to add in those high planks, you can. Just depends on your wrist, how they're feeling. Either way, let's bring it down to our forearm, step it on back, we jump out the feet, we press up. If we're able to, then we bring it back down. You can also do all of this low impact by tapping out the toes instead of jumping. And you can also modify this by doing the elbow plank on your knees. Tapping out the knees, press it up, high plank, tap the knees out again. So many different variations for all fitness levels. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. 10 seconds, our last round, and then we finally finish with our EMOM. Left foot down, right foot back in 3, 2, 1. Right foot back. You can add in that hop, or just come to that balance. Just depends how your body's feeling, how your lower body's feeling. Whew.
Wait a minute, you never said go.
Oh, well, we're gonna go.
I thought you were just demonstrating positions.
No worries, Leslie, you keep working. Keeping it working, I'll add on a few extra seconds so that we can even it out for you, Leslie. And then we're gonna immediately switch it over in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot comes down, left foot comes back. Adding that hop, or for me, I have that injury, so I'm just gonna come up to that balance. But I'm still trying to work as quickly as I can to keep my heart rate up. This is our cardio circuit. Keeping it working. Our final set of these, we got one more 20-second rest, which is coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those legs. Let's bring it down to the floor for our last set before our EMOM. It's only a 6-minute EMOM. So let's come into that elbow plank position. Step the feet back or the knees. 3, 2, 1. Jump or tap out the feet or the knees. And then if you'd like, you can come up to that high plank. If you don't have any sort of shoulder or wrist injuries, and if it feels good, try to keep those feet nice and wide. Try not to let your hips swing around too much. You want to keep them stable. We have 10 seconds. And then we get a whole minute and a half, 90 seconds this time to recover. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and recover. 90 seconds, a minute and a half, the longest I'll ever give you. And that is so we can get ready for every minute on the minute. If you don't know what that means, you have 1 minute to complete these 3 moves. We're gonna do 5 reps to begin with, 5 reps of each. And within that minute is your rest and your work time. So you wanna finish with enough time to recover. You wanna aim for at least 15 seconds or more to recover. These are our 3 moves. Superman, arms and legs extended, chin to the floor. We're gonna raise up both our feet and our hands like we're flying, like we're Superman. 5 of those. press it up to our high plank. We're gonna do 5 cross climbers. So you're gonna multiply it, 5 on each, which is 10 total, or 5 on each side. And then we finish it out with some cardio, 5 jump squats. So that is where we are aiming, or that is where we are starting. 5, and then we'll see how we can play around with the reps. We have 15 seconds. Again, 1 minute, both your work and your rest time. You want to move quickly, but not too quickly that you burn out. Bring it to the floor. We're going for 5 in 3, 2, 1. 5 Supermans. Raising both the arms and the legs. Then we press it up to our high plank. 5 cross climbers. Bringing the elbow to the opposite knee. 10 total, or 5 on each. And then we finish it out. 5 jump squats. Woo! And it's low impact, squat, and then explode. Nice, Leslie. So 35 seconds. So that means we're gonna increase our reps just by 1. So 6 Supermans, 6 cross climbers again, which is 12. I can put them in the fingers, and then 6 jump squats. So let's bring it to the floor. We have 15 seconds. Arms and legs are extended. 6. 6 is our lucky number for this minute. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go for 6. Supermans. 2 those cross climbers. 6 on each, or 12 total, whichever you want to keep count of. And then 6 jump squats. Or you can just do regular squats if you need to take out the jumping. Keep it up, Leslie, you're looking good. 33 seconds, it only took you 2 extra seconds to get in 1 extra rep, which means of course we have to increase it to 7 now. We're gonna go for 7. We're gonna keep pushing you, Leslie, because I know you can do it. 7 Supermans, 7 cross climbers, which again, 14 total, or 7 on each, and then 7 jump squats. Let's bring it to our bellies. Arms are extended. We have 3, 2, 1. 7 Supermans. We're working our lower back with this movement. Bring those arms into your chest. 7 cross climbers. And then we stand it on up. 7 jump squats, or just regular squats. Just try to make them speed squats if you need to take out that jumping. We're looking good, we're feeling good. 30 seconds. Man, you're keeping a really good pace, Leslie. Only 2 seconds again for those added reps. I'll keep it at 7 right now. We'll keep it at 7, and then we'll bump it up after. So let's come back down. 7 is where we're gonna stick with. 7 Supermans, 7 cross climbers, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for 7. Bring those hands in whenever you're ready. 7 cross climbers. And then our jump squats. Keep it up, you're looking good, you're looking good. Get those 7 in. Woo-hoo, 32 seconds, you beat your last time by 2 seconds. So we're definitely increasing our reps. 8 Supermans, 8 of those cross climbers, and then 8 jump squats. If your wrists are starting to hurt, Leslie, you can do those planks again just on your elbows and tuck your knees in. Up to you if you'd like to. Either way, we're gonna go for 8. So let's lay it on our bellies. 8 in 2, 1. Let's move. Remember, you should be going for 8 on each side with those cross climbers, or 16 total. And then 8 of those jump squats. Woo! Keep pushing, you just have 1 more minute left. 29 seconds, only 1 more second than that last one. What was that, Leslie?
9.
9, you did 9 that time?
No, let's do 9.
You want to do 9? I was going to say 10, but okay, we'll do 9.
Fine. We'll do 10.
We'll do 10? Okay, 10 Supermans. You got this, Leslie. I know you can do this. This is it, our last minute. We're going all out. 3, 2, 1. 10 Supermans. Ten of those Supermans, 10 of those cross climbers, 20 on each. Last time I'm gonna do that math for you. I know it's so hard. And then 10 jump squats. And you know there's no such thing as finishing early in my class. So if you finish those jump squats, we're taking it to the floor and we're holding an elbow plank. Woo! So meet me in this plank party, Leslie, when you are ready. We're on our elbows, 21 seconds. That is how long it took you for those extra 4 seconds. Woo, that's awesome. Good pace, Leslie. 10 seconds, we're holding strong. We're finishing strong, we're feeling strong. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. Drop those knees to the floor. Grab some water, towel off, whatever you need to do. Whoo, because you just dominated that EMOM. And we are going to come into a nice, calm and cool, collected, let's see, we got plenty of time, child's pose. So grab your water, towel off, and then whenever you are ready, feel free to meet me in this pose. We're seated on our heels, our chin to chest. Our fingers are nice and long. We're unlocking that lower back, and we're focusing on our breathing. Just slowly bringing down our heart rate. Wow, nice and gradually. Inhaling and filling up those lungs through our nose, and then slowly exhaling out through our mouth. With our next exhale, let's go ahead and walk those hands over to the left, reaching that right arm as far as you can. You should feel a nice stretch in that upper right back. Just gonna take 2 more nice deep breaths here, in and then out. Last one in and then out. With that next inhale, let's bring it center. And then with that next exhale, we're walking it over to the right, bringing that nose to that right knee, reaching that left palm as far as you can. Now that stretches in your upper left back. And then from here, let's bring it back to center. We're gonna lift our forehead off the ground, raise our hips off of our heels, keep them in the air and slide those hands forward. Once your hips have reached that highest point, gently lower your forehead to the floor, melt your chest into the ground. Feeling this stretch through your shoulders, through your upper chest. And then let's go ahead, slowly slide those hands back in to our quadruped position. Hands are under our hips, or hands are under our shoulders, knees are under our hips. We're just gonna come to some cat and cows. So as we inhale, we lift the chin, we drop the belly. And then as we exhale, we bring our chin to chest, pushing through our hands, we round out the back. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time, inhale up, And then let's exhale down. We're gonna go ahead, come back to that nice neutral spine. We're gonna curl the toes and lift the knees off the ground, coming into our downward dog, upside down V. We pedal the heels or we walk the dog, stretching out our calves. If it feels good, nod your head yes, shake your head no, and then slowly walk those hands back to our feet as we come into this forward fold. We're gonna swing our hands behind our back, interlock those fingers and raise them on up so that we stretch out our shoulders as we fall deeper into this hamstring stretch. And then from here, let's go ahead and gently release those hands back down to the ground. And then we're gonna slowly roll up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let's come into some nice and simple quad stretches. If you need a wall or a chair, you can hold on to it. That right ankle should be in your hand. We drive that right knee straight down. We feel that pull, that nice stretch in the front of our thigh. And then we're gonna go ahead, switch sides. Left ankle comes up, left knee goes down. We squeeze our glutes, pushing our hips forward. And then let's go ahead, release that to the floor. Finally, we're gonna take a nice big inhale as we sweep our arms down and overhead. Exhale that left arm down, lean it over to the left. And then let's inhale back up. Exhale that right arm down, lean it to the right. Inhale back up. One final nice big inhale as we slowly exhale those arms all the way down. Give yourself a round of applause because that is all I have for class today. You did amazing, Leslie. Glad to have you back in class.